Hello everyone, my name is Alejandro Durán Herrera, and I want to take the opportunity to send you my best regards from Monterrey, Mexico. And at the same time, I want to thank the government of India, the Construction Industry Development Council, and to Dr. Surendra Manrekar for the invitation that I received to share with you some of my thinking about the role of concrete technology in the concrete construction industry. So for this purpose, I will share with you a presentation that I have prepared. So the subject of my presentation, as I say before, is the role of the concrete technology in the post-pandemic construction industry. To start the presentation, I want to share with you a definition for concrete technology that we have developed based on the definition of technology and concrete. Okay, so concrete technology, it is the set of theories, techniques, procedures, and instruments that are used to maximize quality assurance in the construction of a concrete work. Okay, so this definition clearly exhibits the elements that we have to put together to maximize quality assurance in the construction industry. And who will be in charge to put this together? The professional, the civil engineer or the architect. So in this regard, we think that education is very important. So at a bachelor level, at a college level, we think that all the civil engineering or architecture careers in the university should include a concrete technology program. This slide presents a summary of the subject covered in the program that we teach at UINL. That is basically focused in this theoretical part to teach students about concrete ingredients, the evaluation of a concrete, durability, how to make a mixture design, how to proportion the mixture, how to produce concrete, what are the cares that we should take account to produce quality concrete, high quality concrete, concrete handling, and concrete curing. Also, we cover non-destructive testing, everything about cores, how to obtain them, how to analyze the results, how to report the results, pathology of concrete, what are the sickness that the concrete can suffer, and special concretes. This program is complemented by a 7-session laboratory program that is oriented to facilitate the student lab sessions, to put a program of lab sessions for the student to develop skills, okay? Skills on how to produce concrete, how to evaluate the performance of concrete in fresh stage, and how to evaluate the performance in hardened stage. Okay, so basically what our objective is to share with the student the state of the art and knowledge, an appropriate state of the art and knowledge for a bachelor degree students, and as well as skills that together will give them the necessary competencies to support the activities on the job site. Okay, but in our opinion, the information that a student at undergraduate level get during his career during his stay in the university is not enough. Is not enough. Even though even though the some of the inspectors have a university diploma on civil engineering or architecture, we can find these problems in the construction site. So under this scenario, we think that the professional require complementary knowledge that won't be available in the university. Part of it can be available, but most of it can be found uh, in several technical associations. One of the complementary programs that we think it could be a very good complement for the knowledge of professionals that will be involved in the construction industry are the certification programs offered by the American Concrete Institute. For sure, there are some other institutions, some other institutes or organizations that could offer similar programs to complement the knowledge and the skills of the professionals, of the young professionals. In the case of ACI, at the moment they have 28 international certification programs. 13 are oriented to testing the concrete materials or the concrete by itself. 6 are oriented to inspection programs, and 9 are oriented to construction specialist programs. Why someone should get certified? Someone who is involved in the concrete construction industry. The trend is that more and more companies, construction companies, government agencies, among others, request that engineers, architects, designers have a certification that supports them, as well as technicians who control the quality of concrete and inspectors who ensure the quality of the construction to have better quality work. So basically, a certification is a knowledge that support and give the whole team a higher level of confidence that this individual could contribute to improve quality in concrete construction. Why it is important to have, or what are the benefits that we can get? Why a professional like a civil engineer or an architect should have a certification as a technician? If we make a comparison with the procedures followed in a hospital or a clinic, we see that the vital signs normally are monitored or measured by a nurse. But when a nurse is not available, the doctor can take those measures because he knows how to do it. So it's important in the medicine, in the medical area, that the doctors knows how to do that. It's basic knowledge for the doctors. So in the same way, knowing how to measure the vital signs of concrete is a very important issue for the concrete construction industry. Not only because they will know how to test how to perform the test, is because the professional will be more sensitive about the importance of these properties and how they influence the performance of hardened concrete. Okay. So programs that I recommend to complement the training of a professional in the concrete construction industry, there are one that will allow them to learn how to test concrete in fresh stage. The basic testing of concrete in fresh stage is the concrete field testing technician. This is the most popular program in ACI. And another program is a program that just appeared last year, is the self-consolidating concrete testing technician. Why? Because more often we see self-compacting concrete in the projects, okay? And it's very important that the professional knows how important is to test this concrete in fresh stage. By the way, in these concretes, the most important properties are in fresh stage, because in hardened stage, the performance is similar to the one presented by a conventional concrete. So it's very important to be aware about the influence of the high flowability in the pouring of concrete and the stability of concrete to avoid segregation. So even though this course is mainly focused for technician, it will give a very good sensitivity to the civil engineer or to the architect. Another course, of course, is a concrete construction special inspector. This course requires, if you want to have this certification, it requires that the individual have first the concrete field testing technician certification. Another way to contribute in the improvement of knowledge of young engineers is to promote summer stages. Summer stages in the industry, summer stages in research centers, summer stages in universities. In this photograph, you can see colleagues from the University of Sherbrooke in Canada, part of our group in UANL, and many students who used to visit us during the summer for a research stay of 1 month or 2 months. And it's very important for them because they learn about concrete technology. It's a subject that is not well covered in most of the universities. So they learn about concrete technology, and they, with what they learn, they can have a clear idea if they want to go, if they want to pursue a graduate program on construction material or concrete technology. Well, to analyze how to show how the importance of how the knowledge is advancing, okay? To show you how the knowledge is advancing and to make clear how also in concrete and construction the knowledge is advancing, I want to make an analogy with the with a childbirth. Okay, if you think about it, 3 or 4 generations ago, there were no medical doctors for the majority of the population to help them during the childbirth, to help the lady during the childbirth. Okay, and so on that time, a person called it midwife was the one that assists the woman in a childbirth. Okay, but as the knowledge advances, a medical doctor starts to support the woman in the childbirth. But after the advancement of knowledge, you know, the knowledge is always advancing. They create in the medical area, they create a new specialty that is gynecologist, okay, that is in charge of the lady, okay. But as time passes, they see that the gynecologist can attend the lady, but who will attend the baby? So they have to include another doctor with a specialty on pediatrics. Okay, and actually that doctor that participate in a childbirth is not a pediatric. It doesn't have a specialty. It has a specialty on pediatric, but it has another subspecialty on neonatologist. So that's just to give you an idea of how the knowledge have forced the medical segment to create new specialties. So neonatologists in the health science is the subspecialty of pediatrics that cares for the condition of the newborn neonate during the first 28 days of life. Okay, because what he should take care, he should take care about the diseases that the neonate can present during the childbirth, like anemia, like breathing problems, like benign skin disorders. Okay, so in the same way, we have to be aware of the problems that concrete can present, but when it's in fresh stage, because it's when we can make some efforts to correct those problems. Okay, so what are the problems that the concrete can present? Bad planning, shrinkage problems, dosage errors, absence of or deficiencies in curing, casting in extreme climates, casting massive elements, pure compaction, segregation, unskilled supervision. So all these aspects can contribute in a bad performance of concrete, but those are mainly focused to newborn concrete. Okay, is when we can make something to solve them. Okay, so the team, the human, technical, professional team that participate in these two cases. In the case of the childbirth, an instrumental nurse, a gynecologist, an anesthesiologist, a neonatologist, uh, and in the case of concrete construction, masons, laborers, structural designer, architect, contractor, project managers, concrete technologists, laboratory technicians, construction inspectors. It's common that in concrete projects, the structural designers take care of aspects related with concrete technology. Okay, but now in all this stuff, we have to start to consider a concrete technologist. Okay, so a proposed definition for concrete neonatologist is the following. In material sciences, it is the sub-specialty of concrete technology which is in charge of attending the diseases, illness of freshly cast concrete, the neonate, during the first 72 hours, the first 36 being the most critical. Okay. Another experience that I want to share with you is an analogy that I made when in our school we have a colleague who came to make us a presentation of a new software that his company developed to facilitate the ordering of concrete mixtures. Okay, so it's a big company and they make a software in which you give as an input information all the information that you require to design mixtures, like the maximum size of aggregate, the environmental conditions where the concrete will be in service, the geometrical aspects of the construction that we want to build. So all that information, the same information that the ACI 211 requires during the design of a concrete mixture, So it was the same information that this software required. And at the end of the presentation, he tell us, so the software give us a custom custom made suit, okay, and after his comment, it comes to our mind that truly the software what it gives just the cloth to make the suit, not the whole suit. Okay, so imagine in the same sense, imagine that you arrive at a hospital with one of your very sick relatives who require urgent medical attention, and that you, due to your economic capacity, had no restrictions to pay what is required. What doctor would you trust your family member with? We have a newly graduated doctor, and we have an experienced and prestigious doctor. Of course that you will show the experienced and prestigious doctor, even though he charged 3 times that the new graduated doctor, because you don't have restrictions to pay. Okay, so it's the same thing in the concrete construction industry. Why we put the concrete under the supervision of a newly graduated architect or engineer? The new concrete deserves the inspection of experiences and prestigious engineer or architect. Okay, and why is this is valuable? Because the experience that he have gained during time, okay, is like this lady Liu Yang, the China's first female astronaut. Imagine how much she had to train. How many ladies also wanted to be the first astronaut, the first lady that go to the space from China, but he was the only one. Okay, imagine how much she trained, what she had to do. So she was very well trained. So that's what the concrete deserves in practice, well trained professionals. Okay, so I was telling you the experience that we had with the presentation of our colleague, and he told us that the software give us a custom suit made, and we told him no. The software yes give us the cloth, okay, but the quality of the suit depends on the hands that will make the suit. Okay, so in concrete construction, okay, the cloth is the concrete mixture, and the ones that make the suit are those who handle the concrete. Okay, those who place the concrete, those who compact the concrete, those who cure the concrete, those who inspect the concrete. Okay, so those are the ones that are responsible for the quality of the concrete in the structure. Okay. So what a concrete technology does: design of concrete mixture, concrete and mixture specialty, concrete construction inspector, production of precast elements, design of reinforced concrete structures, writing of the tailored specification, structural and geometric integrity evaluations, quality assurance and verification, durability indexes, non-destructive testing, pathology, repair and rehabilitation, special concretes, and research and development and innovation. Mentioned 14 items. Okay, that's what a concrete technology can do. Okay, so the presence, the importance of a concrete technology in the whole process is very important. So how to improve sustainability in concrete construction? As I say before, education. Education, and the government agencies should be committed to quality. Also, planning should be based on quality assurance. We should write clear and detailed specifications. Okay, we should use appropriate concrete mixtures. We should involve competent and certified professional and technical staff, like laboratories also for testing. And we need the commitment of all those involved to incorporate the state-of-the-art art knowledge in their practices. So education of engineers, of architects, of technicians. And we are very lucky because actually we have a lot of sources that can give us on real time, very fast, state-of-the-art knowledge about concrete, like the one cited here in the left lower, in the right lower corner. Okay, thank you very much for your attention, and I take the opportunity to invite you to join us next year in Merida, Yucatan. We will have the 75 RILEM Annual Week from August 29 to September 3rd. Thank you very much.